Hi, greetings to all of you. I'm here to give a testimonial about my experience at Agayukti. Before I start, I want to give you a brief introduction as to who I am and what my experience is. And then in the second stage, I'll talk about what is being done at Agayukti and what is their goal, and we'll finish with that. My name is Dr. Selvaraj. I'm a practicing physician from the great state of Texas in the United States. I'm originally from India and I've lived overseas for over 30 years. And I met Dr. Kaviyarasu actually by accident. I should say a pleasant accident. It was my sister who had an appointment with him. And then she called me up and said, why don't you come and see him? Because she saw me at the airport so exhausted and fatigued, to kind of explain to you why I was that way. Because I had COVID twice within the last 2 years. Once in 22, again in 23. Of course, I had my vaccine and the antibody titer was rather high. I should not have had the disease, but I still had it. But I did take the appropriate treatment, but the sequelae was really bad. I was exhausted, tired all the time. I used to jog almost 3 miles prior to that. I couldn't do anything. When I come home, I'd just lie down because I was really of no use after my work schedule. So my sister said, why don't you come and visit with him, And Dr. Kaviyarasu also was very kind enough to agree to meet me that day. That's when the surprise happened. Normally doctors ask, what is wrong with you? This doctor told me, don't say anything. Let me feel your body and I'll tell you what's wrong with you. If I'm correct, you agree. And he really surprised me. And he told almost like 90% he was absolutely correct, So then I said, then he told me, well, we can fix that. And there is some nadi, I think he told me, I don't quite remember the name, Grigara nadi or something. He said, the flow is very impaired, it's not functioning well. We can fix it, but he needs time, He asked me to come and stay in India for 48 days and he could get this all right. So then I made the commitment to come and visit with him and stay here. That's when my experience starts. And I'll give you an idea as to what is being done at Agayukti. They do not believe in medicine. They want to awaken the healer within you. That is their main goal. Dr. Kaviyarasu believes that every human body has got a system where it can repair itself. And he says his job is to activate the system. The way they do it is kind of very holistic or comprehensive. He does his expertise of the Verma therapy, and he can explain that to you better than I do. And he also supplements that with diet, which is purely vegetarian. And every day he designs the diet by himself, For every day it's different, but it's given toward promoting the healing. And they also include fasting in between. And their belief is that food is medicine, food is also sickness. If good food is going to promote your health, bad food is going to cause sickness. So they want to eliminate the bad food and give the good food and give in between fasting to eliminate all the waste that's been accumulated over the years from eating the wrong food. So they also do it very systematically. And the symptoms I came with, let me explain that to you. Because of the COVID, I had this extreme fatigue and tiredness. And then Dr. Kaviyarasu, to my amazement, when he felt my nadi, it's somewhat similar to pulse, but it's not the pulse. It's something different. I can't explain that. He said, you'll also have trouble urinating. The guy was so amazing that he could diagnose I had prostate trouble without me even telling about it, So he said these are all related to one common reason. Once we fix that, everything will fall in place, you know. And that's an amazing, and he's truly gifted, I have to tell you that. And this system of Varma, of what I have learned in the last 40 days, is an ancient science, you know, given by the Siddhas of Tamil, and they have been handing it down to their disciple. And I think Dr. Kavi has been blessed with that, you know. And he wants to serve the humanity to the best he can with the knowledge he has gained from his gurus. He always praises his guru. He's so humble. He never tells that I did it. He always says, I'm just a mailman. I just give you the mail. The mail is sent by somebody. He refers to his guru. He's so humble and he respects his gurus so much. So I strongly believe for those people who are listening to this, guys like me, say allopathic medicine, that I'm an MD myself. There are certain medical conditions we don't have an answer. We kind of manage the disease, you know, with symptom treatment. Well, that's all we know. There's nothing wrong with this. That's all our education tells us to do. But I want you to tell you there is an alternative way. There is another way you can get help. You know, I'm a good example of that. I can certainly give my phone number. If you guys want to talk to me, I'm free to talk anytime. There is a saying, food is thy medicine. Remember that. If food is the medicine, it's not all food. That's what they forget to mention in that saying. Good, healthy food is the medicine. Now, in the modern generation, 90% of the food is unhealthy. You know, especially the fast food with additives. They're all going to cause ill health. And your body is so forgiving, it doesn't kill you the moment you eat it. It kills you in a very slow and steady way over years. So by the time you realize you're sick, you're already been sick for 10 or 20 years. So to correct that, you can't expect that to happen in one day. It's going to have at least a month or 2 months, you know. So if you come to a center like this, they will at least give you an introduction to how to live healthy, you know. And Dr. Kavi's goal is to create a healthy society with the ancient knowledge that he has. And I would request all of you to make sure that you remember, hey, there's an option for me. I'm not stuck in the hole. There is another philosophy in medicine. It's Western, Eastern, it's all very common. If you have a problem for years, you need to give at least 1 year. If you have a problem for months, you should give it at least 1 month. If you have a problem for weeks, you should give at least 1 or 2 weeks. If you have a problem for a few days, at least 1 or 2 days. So do not expect miracle, doesn't matter where you go. Especially in this type of medicine where they invoke the healer within you. It's going to take time because that healer has been sleeping for a long time. To awaken him, to make him function the way he should, it takes time. And I want people to remember that, you know. It's not a quick fix. I don't think there's a quick fix anywhere. And he always, Dr. Kavi says, I'm not a magician, you know. He says it with a smile, but it's the truth. You know, he's not a magician. You know, we have to respect his humility and the truth he is trying to express to people. As a final note, I want to thank from the bottom of my heart to Dr. Kavi and his team, everybody in the clinic, you know, his co-partners and junior doctors, and at the guest house, the dietitian, the cook, and the people who serve. They all do a great service, and I appreciate them all. Thank you.